So here we have the Mercedes-Benz C220 on an 11 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside though, you can see it's a four-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, should you wish to increase this space even further. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, the coolant temperature gauge, the speedometer in the centre, and the rev counter over on the right-hand side. Also in the centre, you can see the total miles for this car. They are only 66,096, so very low mileage for the car's age. You can change the information displayed there using buttons on the steering wheel. You can, for example, have a digital readout for the speedometer should you wish to. And the buttons I used to do that are just here. Over on the right-hand side, we've got your stereo and phone controls, and behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus pedals so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. Over in the center, we have the main screen for the radio, and beneath that, the various buttons that will take you to things, for example, the radio, of course, your CD player, telephone. So if I press that button, for example, you can see you're now on the telephone menu. You can use those buttons, but the movement I'm making at the moment is being done using this, which rotates, it pushes down, it moves to the left, to the right, up and down. So useful within menus, and certainly whilst you're driving, far easier to use than fiddling with the buttons on that main unit. So with the radio, for example, you can, down the bottom here, you can use the dial to go through your own presets. You can make adjustments to the sound setting on there as well. So very easy to adjust, and the same with regards to your CD player. Also within this section, as well as the CD player, we've got the main volume for the stereo. You have your heated passenger and driver seat, both of which have 3 heat settings on each. You can turn your parking sensors off from here as well. If I move the gear lever out of the way for a moment, you can also see that we've got dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, you can increase and decrease the fan speed. The air conditioning is on at the moment. Same button there will turn it off, or hit auto, and as you can hear, the car will take control of the fan speed to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. It'll also take control of the direction of the air. Any manual adjustment will override that straight away. You see auto has now gone off. You can recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly in here, depending on the temperature you've set. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Glenbourne's. We'd love to hear from you soon.